Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I want to start off this video with an apology because I haven't uploaded a video in the last couple of weeks because I was feeling a little under the weather at the end of January, and then it was that time of the month for me in the beginning of February. So just two things back to back were not hitting for me, and I just wasn't in the mood to sit in front of the camera and film a video for you guys. So today I came back with a pretty decent sized book haul here for you. Most of these books are part of series that I just started recently. And of course, once you fall in love with the first book, you have to buy the rest, right? So that's what I did. I have a couple of books that aren't part of series here also. But if you want to follow me on my Instagram, ZarinaReads_, I'm going to link that in the bio for you too. I also have a TikTok that you can follow as well. I'm going to try to start posting more content on TikTok as well. But let's dive into this book haul. I recently started the Windy City series by Liz Tom Ford, and honestly, I fell in love. I loved Mile High so much, and I was surprised I loved it so much because a lot of people don't like Mile High. I fell in love with Xander's and Stevie. Xander's, honestly, I know he grew throughout the entire story, and I know he was a flawed character, but that's kind of the point. And Stevie is my girl because I really can relate to her in every way, shape, or form. So I got the rest of the books in the series. I have The Right Move, and this one follows Stevie's brother Ryan and her best friend Indy. So it's like a best friend's brother trope. I don't really know anything else when it comes to the tropes of this book. I'm kind of going into it blind, which honestly I'm okay with. I'm trying to read all of these before Rewind It Back comes out later this year. So I'm excited to read this. I have Caught Up, which is baseball romance, I believe, which this is my first baseball romance. And I'm excited to read this one. And then possibly my favorite cover in the entire Windy City series, Play Along. And Play Along is another baseball romance. I don't know the tropes in this one either, but I know that I think it has to do with like fake marriage or marriage of convenience or something like that, which I love. And look at this cover. I am a sucker for purple, and this has to be my favorite cover in the entire series. And I'm excited for Rewind It Back, which is Rio's story. You kind of get a glimpse of Rio in the first book, and he's such a golden retriever, and I love golden retriever MMCs, so I'm excited to read that. All right, the next series is a very popular series on BookTube and BookTok, and I just read the first book last month, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought it was very entertaining, and it is the Magnolia Parks universe. So I told myself if I wanted to read this, I had to get the UK covers because the UK covers are 10 times better than the American ones. I wish we had them over here, but I was able to buy them on Blackwell's, and these are the rest of the books in the series. So I have Daisy Hates, and you get a glimpse of Daisy in Magnolia Parks as well, and I kind of was excited to see what her story is about. And Julian Hates, I'm definitely a big fan of him, so I'm excited to read Daisy's story. Then you have Magnolia Parks Into the Dark, and I didn't realize how thick these books would be. This is pretty thick, but it doesn't look like it's going to be like a hard read or anything like that. The chapters are short. There's a lot of chapters, which I can appreciate. Then you have Daisy Hates The Great Undoing. Like, just look how stunning these covers are. Way better than the US ones. And then we have Magnolia Parks The Long Way Home, and just look how stunning. The boat on the front, the waves and everything. This is just a beautiful cover. So I honestly cannot wait to read that. And I'm excited to see BJ and Magnolia's story unfold because the way that the first book ended was wild. And that was a twist I wasn't expecting. If you're a big fan of Gossip Girl, I highly recommend Magnolia Parks because it basically is a British version of Gossip Girl. And the Magnolia is a black FMC, which I can also appreciate, but it's messy. Don't go in expecting it to be like all sunshine and rainbows. Like, these characters have flaws, so expect them to mess up a lot and make some decisions that you don't really agree with, but don't go into it thinking that you're going to get the most perfect characters and everything, which is one of the reasons why I really liked Magnolia Parks. A lot of these characters are flawed, and Jessa Hastings makes sure you know about their flaws. The last couple of books I have are all like either individuals or kind of interconnected standalones or something like that. So This first book I've been excited about. One of my friends on Instagram, Diamond, actually recommended this book to me, and we have Legend Born by Tracy Dion. I am not a big fantasy reader, but I love seeing fantasy books written by Black authors because you don't really see a lot of fantasy books with people who are like the FMCs or anybody of the main characters are Black. So I'm very excited about this one. And just look how pretty like her afro is. I'm kind of obsessed. It's a young adult fantasy book, and I actually really enjoy young adult books, but I'm excited to read this one. I don't really know much about it. I kind of picked it up and I'm kind of just going along for the ride with this, and I'm very excited about it. Next is a book by an author that I love. I discovered her last year, and it's Out of the Woods by Hannah Bonham Young. I loved Out on a Limb. Out on a Limb was one of my 5-star reads of 2024. So this book follows, I think, the couple that was married in Out on a Limb. And apparently they're having like marital problems, and they go out to the woods and kind of like, rediscover their love, which I kind of love. It's like a second chance, but this couple's already together. I've never read a book like this before where the couple's already together before, the book starts. So I'm excited to see their little journey. Next is an author that is very popular, and I haven't read her books yet. I know I really want to, but I accidentally got the second book in this series first instead of the first book, and it is Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This book I've heard nothing but great reviews about, and I've heard nothing but great things about Kennedy Ryan as an author in general. So I'm excited to read this book and read more about it. I also don't really know what this book is about, to be honest with you. But I have a feeling I'm going to like her writing, and I have the second book in the series as well. So I can't wait to read it. And then this last book was gifted to me by one of my best friends, Peyton. And it's a fantasy, like dark gothic fantasy, but there's also romance in it. It's very popular on Book Talk also, and I've heard really good reviews about it. I've had, of course there's going to be some people that don't like it and some people that love it, but I feel like I'm going to like it. And it is Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. This kind of it's like a game type of thing, but it has to deal with like dark, like there's ghosts in it and paranormal features in it as well, which I'm excited about. And actually my sister wants to read this book too. It was funny because I wasn't going to buy this book because it's already on Kindle Unlimited, and I was just like, I'll just read it on Kindle Unlimited before I get it. If I like it, I'll buy it. But my friend sent it to me, so I'm super excited to read this. I know that there's a little spicy scenes in it, and I love books with spicy scenes in it. But this has a nice fantasy gothic paranormal twist to it. So that's all the books I got recently. I know it's a lot, and my physical TBR just got even longer. I really need to stop buying books though, because your girl's physical TBR is kind of insane. Let me know if you would love to see it. My physical TBR, I have no shame admitting that I do buy a lot of books, and there's just not enough time to read all the books you want to read. It's very tough out here. So that's all the books that I got. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I'm actually going to go book shopping next weekend as well with a couple of book girlies I met on Instagram. So I probably will vlog that for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm sorry for the couple weeks that I've been off, but I promise more videos are coming soon. All right, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.